Welcome to the modern, unified, and integrated data analytics platform. In Workflow 4, the goal is to create a Python job with the On-Demand option enabled. This configuration reveals a payload field where you input a JSON array of JSON objects. This job payload is utilized for creating the job, making API calls, or ingesting data from the job trigger component in the pipeline, facilitating flexible and immediate job execution based on specific needs. Let's get started. The live demo of BDB Platform. Our journey begins at the login page. Here, you'll input your credentials to access the platform. Enter your username and password, then click the Sign button to proceed. Once logged in, we'll navigate to the home page of the platform. The BDB Platform's home screen is the central hub where users effortlessly access their assigned files, reports, and dashboards. It's the starting point for easy navigation and quick access to your content. On-demand Python job functionality allows you to initiate a Python job based on a payload using an API call at a desirable time. Before creating the Python on-demand job, the user has to create a project in the Data Science Lab module under Python environment. Now let's select the Data Science Lab plugin from the app menu. With the BDB Data Science Lab, you can unleash your creativity by creating AI and ML models. Upload and execute notebook. Let's activate the project. Select the project. Navigate to the project you want to work on within the DS Lab interface. Create or import. Since you want to import an external notebook, choose the import option available on the interface. Specify notebook name. Enter the name for the notebook you're importing. In this case, it's Python On-Demand _Workflow 4. Choose notebook file. Click on the Upload or Choose File button to select the notebook file from your local system. After the notebook has been uploaded, click on the Save button to import the notebook file into the DS Lab environment. Let's walk through a Python script that inserts data into a MongoDB database using the PyMongo library. Let's start with the code. We have a function named data that inserts data into MongoDB. Here's the breakdown. We begin by importing the necessary libraries. Logging is used for tracking and debugging, while Mongo Client from PyMongo lets us interact with MongoDB. Our function data takes several parameters: job_payload, host, user, password, port, DB, and collection. This will help us connect to MongoDB and specify where to insert the data. We log the job_payload at the info level. This helps us see what data we are inserting. We build the connection URI using the provided user, password, host, port, and DB name. This URI is used to connect to the MongoDB server. Next, we create a Mongo Client instance with the URI. We then access the specified database and collection. We use insert_mini to insert the job_payload into the collection. Note: job_payload should be a list of dictionaries for this method. Finally, we log a message confirming that the data has been successfully inserted into MongoDB. And that's it. We've walked through how to insert data into MongoDB using Python. Make sure to adjust the job_payload format based on your needs. Save and run the cell. Once it's successfully saved and executed, you are ready for export the script to pipeline. Exporting final code to the pipeline for the creation of job. This is the complete script which needs to explore into pipeline. The script loads data to Mongo collection. Export script to pipeline. Go to the notebook list. Select the specific notebook you want to export to the data pipeline module. Opening notebook context menu. Click on the three dots associated with the selected notebook. This action opens a context menu with additional notebook options. Look for and click on the Export icon within the notebook's context menu. Upon clicking Export, a dialog box labeled Export to Pipeline/Git should appear. Select the Export to Pipeline option by checking the respective checkbox. If applicable, choose a specific function associated with the notebook by using another checkbox. Click on the Next option to proceed to the next screen. The screen displays the selected script or function. Clicks on External Library. Look for a Validate icon or button on this screen and click it. Upon validation, a confirmation message will inform you if the script is valid or meets certain criteria. Once the script is validated, the Export to Pipeline option should be enabled. Click on this option to export the notebook script to the data pipeline module. After clicking Export to Pipeline, a notification message should confirm the successful export of the notebook script. Great! Let's proceed with the next step of utilizing a data pipeline for on-demand job creation and execution in Python. To begin, access the App menu and locate the Apps icon in the top right corner. Select Data Pipeline Plugins from the menu options. Click on the Create icon to initiate the job creation process. Then navigate to the Pipeline or Job Creation window and click the Create button in the Job section to initiate job creation. Provide a suitable job name like Workflow 4 and a description such as Python on-demand job, job base info. Clicks on drop-down and you will find different type of job options: Spark Job, PY Spark Job, Python Job, and Script Executor. Select the Python option from the job base info. Check in on-demand option. The payload field will appear once the on-demand option is checked. Enter the payload in the form of a JSON array containing JSON objects. Just copy-paste payload from the doc and paste it here. When writing a script in DSLab Notebook for an on-demand job, the first argument of the function in the script is expected to represent the payload when running the Python on-demand job. Job_payload is the payload provided when creating the job or sent from an API call, or ingested from the job trigger component from the pipeline. Clicks on Save button. Upon saving, you'll be directed to the job canvas where you can start building the job. Congratulations! You've successfully configured a Python on-demand job workflow for. Let's configure Python component. Clicks on the component and configure DSLab script, which is recently created and exported from DSLab. A select project name. Select workflow from the project name dropdown. A select script name from the script name dropdown. Choose the function from the start function dropdown. Also added DB credentials and input argument. Specify input argument. Host equals at mongon server. Port equals at mongon server. User equals at mongon server. Password equals at mongon server. Collection equals employee data. DB equals retail campaign. Once all configurations are set, save the component to preserve the settings. Update and activate the job. Clicks on Update icon and activate it. To activate your jobs and understand the execution of job, follow these steps. Clicks on Activate icon. Once activated, the job will automatically navigate to the Advanced Job Status section, allowing you to monitor the status of the execution. Check whether associated pods are up and running in the Advanced Job Status section. Ensure operational pods. With the job running and pods operational, your data processing tasks are underway. View logs. To view logs for the job, click on the logs. These logs will provide detailed information about the execution process, including any encountered errors or issues. And once job is successfully completed, you will get the confirmation message. By following these steps, you can activate your jobs and monitor the execution process to ensure the successful completion. Thank you for joining us on this walkthrough of Workflow 4, where we explored the power and flexibility of creating Python jobs on demand.